Let me ask you something. Have you ever left a service call and thought, I fixed the equipment, but somehow the situation feels worse? Not because the repair was bad, not because the diagnosis was wrong, but because of how something was said. Today, we're talking about vocabulary, not fancy words, not corporate talk, but better words for technicians in the trades, especially in HVAC, because the wrong words can turn a normal service call into an argument, a bad review, or even a lawsuit.
Before I go any further, this is actually a perfect moment to mention today's sponsor because everything I'm talking about, clear communication, setting expectation, protecting yourself, that doesn't just happen on service call. It also happens on the back end of your business. That's why I use Jobber. Jobber is a CRM software that's customer relationship management built specifically for service businesses like HVAC. It helps you schedule jobs, send professional quotes, document what was discussed, invoice cleanly, and most importantly, communicate clearly with customers. Because when things are written down, there's less confusion later. Less confusion means fewer arguments, fewer bad reviews, and way less he said, she said. If you've been running jobs on memory, text messages, or sticky notes, Jobber can clean that up fast. Right now, you can try Jobber completely free for 2 weeks just to see if it fits your business. If you use my referral link, you'll also get a special discount if you decide to move forward. No pressure, just test it out. Links in the description. All right, now let's get back to the words that either save you or cost you money.
Let's talk about a situation every HVAC tech has been through. You pull up to a house, it's hot outside, the homeowner is already irritated. You check the condenser, no power. You check the disconnect, still nothing. You look at the panel and immediately know this is an electrical issue. Now the homeowner asks, so what's wrong with it? And your brain says, I'm not touching that panel. That's not my job. And your mouth is this close to saying it. This moment right here is where things usually go wrong. Let's play this out the wrong way first. You say, I can't do anything until an electrician fixes it. To you, that sounds factual. To the homeowner, it sounds like you don't want to help me. I just paid you for nothing. You're passing the buck. Now the tone changes. They say, can't you just flip the breaker? Now you're defensive. Now your voice changes. Now the call feels uncomfortable. Same situation, same diagnosis, bad wording. Now let's run this again. Same house, same problem. No power to the condenser. But this time you say, right now, the HVAC system isn't receiving proper power. So I'm unable to safely operate or test the equipment. And then you follow with the issue appears to be on the electrical supply side, which legally requires a licensed electrician to address. Once that's corrected, I'll be able to fully evaluate the HVAC system. Same answer, different words, totally different reaction. You didn't say, that's not my job. You said, this is about safety and process. Here's another one we all been through. You're doing maintenance. The system is running, but barely. You can tell it's on its last toenail. You see rust. You see age. You see this wear and tear. You mention it casually. And then a few weeks later, the system fails. Now the homeowner says, why didn't you tell me this was going to happen? And this is where language either saves you or burns you. Risky things we all said. It was working at the time. I didn't think it would fail yet. That wasn't the main issue. Even if true, those sound like excuses. Here's better wording. At the time of the visit, the system was operational, but I did observe conditions that indicated age-related wear. And then say, those conditions can progress unpredictably, which is why I documented them. That sentence protects you. It shows awareness. It shows professionalism. It shows honesty. Now let's talk about the most dangerous word on a service call. Just. Can you just check the panel? Can you just tighten that? Can you just look at it real quick? Because that moment you do, and something goes wrong, guess whose problem it becomes? So instead of saying, I'm not allowed to do that, say this. For safety and liability reasons, that component requires a licensed electrician. I want to make sure it's handled correctly so it doesn't turn into a bigger issue for you. Now you're not refusing, you're protecting them. Here's the truth. Good customer service isn't saying yes to everything. Good customer service is clarity. When homeowners understand why something can't be done, what needs to happen next, how systems depend on each other, they calm down. Calm customers don't argue. Calm customers don't leave bad reviews. Calm customers don't call attorneys. So when someone says, why don't techs just say it's not their job? Here's the brutal truth. It's not that it's not our job. It's that word carries weight. We don't just fix equipment. We manage expectations. We manage risk. We manage communication. Here's the takeaway. The difference between a smooth service call and a nightmare is usually not the repair. It's the conversation. Same tools, same diagnosis, better words. And better words save you time, money, stress, and your reputation. All right, HVAC people. Hey, thanks for watching and thanks for listening. If you're not a subscriber, consider hitting that subscribe button and like the video on your way out. Leave comments. Let us know what kind of situation you've been in as far as how you handle a situation with better wording or bad words you chose and it came back to bite you. Leave some in the field examples so we all can learn. Thank you.